What is up, Rocket Nation, and welcome to the first ever Division 2 build video here on the channel. And with Season 9 in full swing and TU-15 bringing with it some pretty awesome guns, it also brought with it a pretty stellar gear set in the Heartbreaker set. Now, nothing will ever replace my Hunter's Fury set, but I will say this comes darn close. And for those who maybe couldn't find that survivability with the Hunter's Fury set, I have a feeling that this is going to become the meta build, especially for a lot of solo players out there. So that is what today's video is all about. This is my TU-15 Heartbreaker build. Let's jump right into it. I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. Let's just get you back out there, get you farming. I guess we'll start with the specialization. For the specialization, we are using the Technician specialization. I'm basically using it so I can get the underbarrel attachment that you get, which is called the linked laser pointer. So which allows us basically anytime that we point our gun and we're looking down sights at anybody, it instantly pulses them. So this is going to work out very nicely and work in conjunction with the Heartbreaker set itself too. The other reason that I am going to be using this also is it does give us a bonus yellow core attribute too. So we get, instead of one yellow core attribute that I would have with my build, this allows me to get two, which can help with some of our skills. So as far as the set goes, let's take a look at the Heartbreaker set here. Basically, the two-piece set gives us 15% assault rifle damage and 15% LMG damage. The three-piece gives us 15% bonus weapon handling, and the four-piece gives us a nice little talent called Heartstopper. It says headshots apply pulse for 5 seconds. Of course, this doesn't apply to us. Anytime we point our gun at anything, it's getting pulse. So this negates us having to get a headshot. Not that that's too hard, but this actually allows us to negate that completely. We do not need to get a headshot. So ignore the first part of that. The second part here says weapon hits on pulsed enemies add a stack of plus 1% bonus armor and plus 1% damage to pulsed enemies up to a max of 50 stacks. So basically we get 50% bonus armor and 50% bonus weapon damage to any pulsed enemy that after we have this completely stacked up. So a very, very cool set. Now the great part about this one is on the chest piece. The chest piece comes with a talent called Max BPM, which increases the maximum stacks of Heartstopper from 50 to 100, giving us then 100% bonus armor and 100% bonus damage to pulse enemies. That is kind of awesome. So you can already see we got a lot of stuff working together in this build already, with the linked laser pointer making it that much easier to hit them pulsed enemies and make sure that everybody is essentially pulsed, giving us 50 or 100% bonus damage to anybody that we basically shoot at. So the way I have the build set up here is I have Heartbreaker on the mask, the chest, the holster, and the knees. All of them rolled with armor as of right now. I may change this in the future. I may end up switching it up because I don't really find myself needing as much armor as I have. So I may switch some of these over to weapon damage in the very near future. But as of right now, I don't really see the need. I haven't felt the need to, at least, because the damage has been pretty good. So on the mask, I have armor, crit chance with a crit chance mod. On the chest, I have armor, crit chance with a crit chance mod. On the holster, I have armor and crit chance. And then on the knees, I have armor and I have crit damage. You are going to have to roll a lot of crit chance on this build in order to get to the cap. This does have a cap, I believe in the stats, I'm at cap of 60% crit chance. But that has made my crit damage suffer a bit. But it's a good thing that we're getting so much bonus damage along the way as well. So for the gloves, I am using the Contractor's gloves. The only time that I found that I was really struggling for damage was against armored opponents, and ripping through that armor was kind of a priority for me. So I chose to go with the Contractor's gloves, the meta gloves, so that I could get that 8% built-in damage to armor. This also rolled with 15% weapon damage and 6% crit chance on there as well. And then the final piece of the armor, I am running the Memento backpack. This is my favorite exotic in the entire game. I absolutely love this backpack. Allows us to be so aggressive, and I really love that run and gun play style. So This comes with a talent called Killed Confirmed. Enemies that you kill drop a trophy on death. Collecting trophies provides both a short and a long-term buff, the first of which scales with the number of core attributes equipped and lasts for 10 seconds. Red core attributes give you 5% weapon damage, so we have 1, 2, giving us 10% weapon damage. Blue core attributes give you plus 10% bonus armor. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, giving us a total of 50% bonus armor. And then yellows give you 5% skill efficiency. We have 1, and we get 1 with the technician tactician's class or whatever, specialization. So we get 10% skill efficiency. Now, on top of that, for every trophy that we collect, we gain an additional 1% weapon damage, 1% skill efficiency, and 0.1% armor regeneration for 300 seconds. And that stacks up to a maximum of 30 times. So that's an extra 30% weapon damage. That is an extra 30% skill efficiency and a whole lot of armor regeneration for 30 seconds. And all you got to do is, as soon as one is gone, you just pick up another one. It's absolutely amazing. I love this backpack. Mine crit chance rolled on it, and everything all maxed out, completely optimized. Now, as far as the weapons go, I'm not really using the secondary weapon. I have a Dare on here. The Dare is the new light machine gun that came along with TU15 and Season 9. And it rolled with LMG damage, damage to targets out of cover, and crit damage. And comes with the talent Perfect Flatline, amplifies weapon damage by 20% to pulsed enemies. After 2 kills, applies pulse to the next enemy that you hit. Like I said, I'm not really using this, but it's there if I want to. Now, the star of the show, the main attraction, is going to be my Carbine 7. Carbine 7, this one is rolled with assault rifle damage, health damage, and damage to targets out of cover. So that helps make up for the fact that I'm not using the Fox's Prayer knee pads, and instead allows me to run the Contractor's gloves and get that damage to armor. Now, the talent on my Carbine 7 is something that's probably going to catch a lot of people off guard. People are probably expecting something like Flatline or something along those lines. I chose to go with something completely different. I chose to go with In Sync. Now, In Sync, hitting an enemy grants 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a non-shield skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants 15% bonus weapon damage for 5 seconds. Damage increases are doubled while both buffs are active at the same time. So, as long as I have my Striker drone out, and that is one of the skills that I'm using, the Striker drone, and this is exactly why I'm using it as well. As long as I have my Striker drone out, essentially, both of those damages, both of those buffs are going to be doubled 100% of the time, which basically gives us our drone 30% skill damage and our weapon damage an extra 30% weapon damage. That's pretty amazing. And if you think about it, when it comes to the Dare and Perfect Flatline, this is amplified damage though, so this is more than what it seems. This is multiplicative damage. But that 30% weapon damage is more than the 20% amplified damage to pulsed enemies. So this ends up being pretty darn powerful. Absolutely love this gun for this. I've tried many different setups now. I've tried the Kingbreaker. A lot of people are probably using the Kingbreaker for the Perfect Flatline. And I gotta say, in practice, it seemed like the Kingbreaker would be better, or in theory, on paper, it seemed like it would be better. But in practice, the Carbine 7 with In Sync just did a whole lot more for me. Also, the Striker drone and its ability to distract enemies. Any enemy that's shooting it is not shooting me, which helped with survivability as well. And then for the last skill, I am using the Crusader Ballistic Shield. This allows me for those times when I maybe overextend myself, get a little bit overconfident, and get myself into trouble. This thing saves my buttocks. This is basically my get out of jail free card. It allows me to basically get to a safe spot and reevaluate how I want to attack the situation. So basically, this is how it's all working. We are using a linked laser pointer. Every time we point our gun at anything, it is pulsing them. And then when we shoot them, we're building up stacks for this Heartbreaker set. Because we're using the chest piece, that allows us to get basically 100% bonus armor, and 100% bonus damage on any enemy that we shoot, because any enemy that we look at, we're pulsing. On top of that, once we have built up the full stacks for the memento, we are also getting an extra 30% weapon damage from that, giving us 130% bonus weapon damage when both the memento and the Heartbreaker are at full stacks. Also, if I pick up a trophy on the ground, I get an extra 10% weapon damage, which brings us up to 140% weapon damage. And then to finish it all off, of course, the Carbine 7 with In Sync, that giving us an extra 30%, brings us to a max total of 170% weapon damage. And it's pretty much a 100% uptime. So it allows us to basically remain tanky, have all these blues, and still at the same time put out enough damage to really shred through any of those elites out there. So basically, this is the way that I am running right now in TU15, my Heartbreaker set. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to give you guys some gameplay here at the end so that you guys can see exactly how it performs. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, share it on your favorite social media platforms so that others may enjoy it as well. And if you guys want to be notified when the next video goes live, all you guys got to do is be sub to the channel and then click that little bell notification icon, and YouTube will take care of the rest. Thank you guys so much. And as always, remember, life is short, pause, save, and I will see you in the next episode.
You're going down! How do you get me?
Ring. God damn it!
Setting up my first.
What?
Crew's not down!
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Back off, pal!
Got him shot!
CP captured. Good job.
Reinforcements en route. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Engage target!
I need to fucking go!
They got around me!
Supply room access unlocked.